So, you need to do some online research. You sit down at your computer and what do you do first? You go to Google, right? Well, Google is an incredible tool, and it's not a bad place to start. On the other hand, I've been hearing a lot of talk about fake news lately. You really have to be careful. Just because something shows up on Google doesn't mean it's a good source. And, most of the internet, even Google itself, is designed to make money, so you'll have to keep that in mind. All of this can make online research seem really hard. So, what can we do? How do we know if a source is reliable or not? Well, by asking a few simple questions, you can get a better idea of whether you can trust a source. Here's how I remember those questions. It's called the CRAAP Test. Get it? So you can sort through the crap and find good information? Anyway, well, CRAAP. Those letters stand for currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose. Let's start by taking a closer look at currency. The question we are asking here is, when was this resource written or published online? If you can't find any publication date, that might be a warning sign. Also, keep the topic in mind. For subjects like technology and medicine, things posted just a couple years ago might already be outdated. But if you're trying to learn more about something that happened a long time ago, an older source might be perfect. Next, let's look at relevance. The question here is, what kind of resource is this? And is it the right one for what I need? Remember what you're trying to learn and ask yourself whether this will be useful. Good resources for your schoolwork should be academic and informative in tone. Make sure what you're reading is not too simple for you, but also make sure that it's not too complicated for you to fully understand. Next up, authority. This is the who. Who is behind what I am looking at? What makes them a good source? When considering authority, look first at the URL. If it ends with .com, .net, or .org, that doesn't tell you very much, but .edu can only be used by educational institutions, and .gov can only be used by government entities. Next, see what you can find out about the author. Is their work or education background listed? What does it tell you? Finally, check out the site itself. See if there is an About page that tells you more about why you should trust the source. If you can't find any information about an author or an About page, that should raise a red flag. Now for the second A, accuracy. We are asking, where is this information coming from? This is the part where you have to put on your detective hat and do some real snooping. Most reliable resources will have citations. Do you see links throughout the text that will take you to other websites, or sources listed at the bottom? If people are quoted in the text, can you see who they are and understand why their opinion would be relevant? Does the same information you're seeing here appear on other websites too? And if so, are the facts the same? Finally, we look at purpose. This question is, why was this made or written? You really have to be careful. There are lots of reasons why websites might twist the truth or even try to trick you. One of the biggest examples is money. If a website is trying to convince you to buy something, they might say things that aren't strictly true. Another reason is politics or opinions. Lots of people online want to convince you to agree with them and might lie or distort the facts to get you on their side. In general, if you're reading something that's meant to be informative, but you're seeing lots of emotional or strongly opinionated language, that is an enormous warning sign. The more someone is manipulating your emotions or pushing to make you agree with them, the more cautious you should be. So, let's recap. Remember the CRAAP test and get in the habit of asking the right questions when you're looking for information online. It's not always easy, but it is so important. Misinformation is everywhere. When you check for currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose, you can cut the crap and find the right answers online.